just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They begin the drive with Williams. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that will keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oladoke into the air on 1st down. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The pickup goes. And a Raider first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Carr now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now Carr. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for Las Vegas. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Raiders at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think any...
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throw to right, caught by Dulcich. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Our score after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense. Pick it up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Looking deep for Adams.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Pat Surtain, and the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on second and 10. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Denzel Berryman. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's good for Las Vegas.
On play action, now Carr. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Broncos 10.
Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Just a yard to go here on second down. Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Tim Patrick is one of my favorite stories in the NFL. A self-made player at every level. He's beat great odds to become a starter in this league. The Broncos love the reliable production he brings them from the number 2 or 3 spot on the depth chart.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 16 yards.
On first down, Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
40 yards.
And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they may just be content to take this three-point lead and head into the locker room. The Carr's throw taken in by Adams.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 31, Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now, Carr again.
And a pass complete to Waller on the out route.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 25, Raiders 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Golfman's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Jacobs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
At the Broncos' 2-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. It's and a loose football. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable here from the 38. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Now Wilson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That's good for Las Vegas.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. 114 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, Jacobs once more. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Carr going to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Brandon Williams there on the pass rush. Give him the sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver. Defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
First down, Denver.
Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now...
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. To throw is Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking. From the 44, Carr. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. At the 40. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here. They hope to move the chains. They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They try the left side here with Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Wilson. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into to it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing is Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. To imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won, and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants, so the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be a neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for Las Vegas, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Denver, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.
They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas.